And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content for the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, aiming to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And I have a little announcement. Not going to drag it out. It's really not even that big of a deal, but it's a milestone, right? So figure we'll bring it up. But that is, we have reached 2,000 subscribers, and I think a few more, but 2,000 subscribers here on the Wrong Side channel. It's only taken 4 years. As y'all know, I don't get to stream the most, so that's a big part of it. Let me drag this out just a little bit, right? Fuck it, we'll bring it all the way out. And then let's go. Sorry, my OCD or whatever it's called is kicking in. Oh my god, you fucking. Anyways, whatever. Alright. Anyways. So 2,000 subs. It's awesome. Super stoked about it. And with that said, the kind of announcement along with the 2,000 subscribers is we're going to do a 2,000 miles for 2,000 subscriber stream sometime in the very near future. Don't know what the city pair is going to be, but it's been a while since we've done a lengthy flight here on the Wrong Side channel. So that's what we're going to do, 2,000 miles for 2,000 subs. We'll go ahead and put that here in the chat and pin it so that when people come in later, they will see it. Now, to be honest, to give credit where credit's due, I only hit that 2,000 subscriber mark because, for those of y'all who may not be aware, I got to fly the Scholarkey A330 full cockpit setup with the man, the myth, the legend, L Victor 1 or V1. But anyways, so got to fly that with him. Rented the session, and I was open for a left seat. So I told old V1, which by the way, I was super surprised that he actually showed up to Expo. He's been talking about it for a while, and he actually did it. He showed up, which was super dope. So anyways, he flew with me, and so much fun. We were like very much in sync. operated very well as a crew. There was maybe one or two items that I'd like to brush up on that I kind of found out that I either didn't know, or in fact there was one item I kind of got mixed up with my Foreflight Cali crew procedures. But nonetheless, worked really, really well, and it's awesome when you've got somebody in the left seat that you know you can trust. So I could just hand fly the whole thing, and he worked the heading knob and vectored us in, and did all the FCU changes as the pilot monitoring would do while the pilot flying is actually flying the airplane. Now, if it wasn't for him being in that video, and I'm sure everybody's curiosity to see what V1 actually looks like, we wouldn't be at 2,000 subscribers. Call it what it is. But so huge shout out to V1 for flying with me and being super cool to let me upload the video. Awesome guy. And yeah, so 2,000 subs. It's pretty dope. So yeah, I've been working the morning shift the last 3 days, kind of getting ready to become the relief operations control manager, where I'll be working mornings and afternoons and overnights. So with that said, I've been up since 3:30 this morning, bit tired. So that's why we're going to do a short flight today. We're going to be American Airlines Flight 1642, which is a real-world flight, due to depart. It's supposed to depart in 2 hours, but Orlando and Miami are getting smoked with weather today, so the airplane is like 2 hours late. But we're going to fly that flight. We are going to be in the Fslabs A321NEO because it supposedly has working weather radar, and there's a lot of weather. So as you can see, the lightning flashing. There's low IFR here in Orlando right now as well. It's storming like crazy at my house. So we're going to fly that airplane down to Miami and see how good the weather radar is. Maybe we can deviate around some sails on the climb out, stuff like that. Be a good time. We are going to be carrying an alternate of Fort Myers, and we'll have a departure alternate as well of Daytona in case we lose an engine. Probably don't want to come back to Orlando with low IFR and thunderstorms, so we'll head on over to Daytona. But anyways, that's kind of the plan for today. Let's change this view so y'all aren't getting super bored. Gotta love the realistic jetway there. Now, as always, first things first, it's going to be a huge shout out to all of the channel members, and that's going to be this thing keeps moving, man. Callie Simmer, Marco, Image Seeker, Kyle Lewis, D Champ, Captain Nate, Hillbilly Gypsy, AJJ, Wes Burson, David Isaac. Oh my God, this thing's. I wish I could see what it does. Like you scroll to the bottom and it shoots back to the top. Anyway, David Isaac, Dustin, Mickey Mike, Johnny Bravo, Palco, lost it. Palco 7, FO Pilot Depth, JJ Stevens, Tenur Namibia, AJ Fenari, Zippy Zapple, Fritz 340, Zach Hamilton, G-Man Dukes, Josh Falls, and Tyler Rocks. Skyfall's up in the house, becoming a member as well. Thank you so much for the membership, my friend. Welcome to the wrong side cattle class. Now get your ass in the back of the airplane, sit down, buckle up, because it's going to be a fun one, as you can tell by the weather. But dude, again, thank you so much for the support. Greatly appreciate it. Let me guess, somebody gifted members. Yep, I knew it. I knew it had to be Callie Simmer. But anyways, well, Callie, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Greatly appreciate it. Guys, if y'all are stoked for 2,000 subs and ready to go crank and bank in this weather, smash that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Definitely help the algorithm and all that good stuff. Trying to keep the momentum going. As things have been popping off pretty fast on the channel here. So. I don't want to hold y'all up too much with all this chit-chatting and talking and whatnot, so we're going to go jump in the airplane, get this thing going. And shut that music up. I've been getting copyrights for it's supposed to be copyright-free music, which is kind of horseshit. Alrighty. Let's see. Again, Callie, thank you so much, my dear. Greatly appreciate you. You're always the best. And, I know it's a tight race between you and Shaq on the support, but I think you take number one. Alright, as y'all know, up to the overhead, crew supply, ground control, CVR test, that's already down on the captain's side. And we'll go 8 airs, 1, 2, and 3. Nav logo's already on from the inbound crew. No smoking into auto armed emergency exit lights. Let's get this down on cold, because it's always a little bit warm out here in Orlando, plus a lot of rain. It's very humid, so we'll get that AC going. Go ahead and do the AP fire test as well, just so we can get that out the way. Cool. All right, flight director's on. Let's go VOR's on. We'll go constraints. Same on L captain's side. Coming down the center. VHF 1. Let's go interphone. We'll leave cabin off on this side. That thing's still going. Callie, you are the best, my dear. Greatly appreciate you. Alright. Integral lights on. Ground clear suppression is in auto. Get the TCAS to auto. Put that on the number 2 side since it's going to be a right seat flying. Over to all. PA. Interphone. Cabin. VHF 2. Or correction, VHF 1. Sweet. Alright, let's go request and let's start boarding. Alright, doing our div strip flow, starting with data. Check IRS monitor. We are aligning GPS monitor, and we're going to cross check our airport reference point. North 2825, and then west 8118. All that cross checks. Over to AC status, make sure our nav database is current. Today is July the 3rd. This database is good from the 12th of June to the 9th of July. Now over to the I, which is going to be init. Actually, you know what? Let's go back on surveillance control. I just didn't know what that was, so I was curious. Anyways, init. You know what? Let's do ATSU. I have not flown this airplane a ton. Init plus. Let's try this. Let's go A1642. Cool. Kmco. Kmia. Estimated time en route here on the OFP is 38 minutes. Crew details. Man, you know what I didn't do? I didn't say hello to everybody in the chat. I got distracted real quick. See, Johnny Bravo's in the house. We know Callie Simmer's in the house. Wes, great to see you, dude. Gray shirt. Howdy, howdy. I'm not pregnant, but I will be getting pregnant tonight with hopefully some kind of good food. D1's in the house. Great to see you, man. Let's see. Samantha Fox. Great to see you again, my dear. Armchair Captain. Welcome, welcome. Jet Kid. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's having better weather than I'm having here in Orlando. Benny. Hello, first time here. Well, man, welcome, dude. Very happy to have you. Delta Tango, still traveling after Expo. Wow. So only have a couple minutes, but wanted to hit the like. Well, Tango, thank you, my friend. And it was great to meet you at the L Expo. Was hoping to meet Callie Simmer in Providence this year, but sadly never crossed paths. Really? And she was with me though the entire time. Maybe you met her and didn't realize it. All right, cool. So I realized that while I was doing this, and I didn't want to miss that. So, all right, Captain. Let's say we'll say V1, and then we'll do Rongi on that one. Actually, this probably should be a employee number. Let's see. What did V1 there? So, flight crew report time. It is currently 22:33. We'll say 20:02. Alright, that's sense. So let's see if we go back to init. There it goes. I never could figure out why it wasn't giving me this. Alternate route. That's no idea what that is. Alright, so we are American Airlines Flight 1642 Orlando, Miami. Cost index of 25. We're going to be cruising at flight level 250. Let's cross check that temperature. Temperature up there is actually -19, not 34. So we'll put that in. Ground temp, we got 23 on the ECAM. Triple pause is 47,600 feet. Now over to flight plan. Orlando departure, we're going to be off of 17 right. Dandy 3. It should be dry pod, I would believe. Nope, just Dandy. Alright. And then from there, Miami arrival. And it's going to be the coastal on 26 left. Transition Dandy. Approach via. Well, let's take a look if we have any good ones. I'm sure the star says expect radar vectors though. Expect the ILS or RNAV runway 26 left right approach or radar vectors final approach course. Cool. So we're just going to choose what we want. Going in for the north. And let's see. How about rods? Perfect. Insert. Alright, let's check. So we got Cape, then radar vectors, UK, Dandy, Greed, Espresso, Yepa, Resac, Rec, I don't know how you say that, Jota, Coastal, Yakko, Ziggy, Bonefish, Ocean, Bonehead, G'day. Perfect. Alright, cool. Love it. Looks good. No discons either. Secondary. Alright, so since we'll just copy the active and then go back to the init. So since we got shit weather here in Orlando, if we lose an engine, we definitely don't want to come back to Orlando. So we're going to do Kmco to KDAB, which is Daytona. We'll go probably 11,000 feet. Alright, secondary Orlando departure off 17 right. And we're going to do no SID. Secondary Daytona arrival. And we're going to go over to ILS runway 25 right. And we'll do no star, no VIA. We would just vector ourselves. Secondary, perf. Next. In Daytona. Current weather winds 280 at 3 knots. With a temperature of 26 degrees, 2992. And then minimums 209 on the Barrow. Sweet. Right nav, we're going to hard tune the Orlando VOR. And then from here, upload our winds, or uplink. Now, the init page. Our zero fuel weights is planned at 149.6. I'm going to have to double check and make sure that GSX actually loads this correctly in the airplane. So we'll check that before we leave. 149.6. We'll do a standard CG of 30 until we get our actual zero fuel weight CG. Now, due to the thunderstorms, there's a lot of departure delays. I am running live traffic just so we can kind of see what those what that live traffic and departure delays is looking like. So I've planned 1,500 pounds of taxi fuel. We're obviously not going to taxi that long, so I'm not going to let that happen. On the alternate burn at Fort Myers, got 2,200 pounds. And then our 45-minute reserve. Still showing a wind that should be dashed out if the wind had uplinked. Don't know if it's going to or not, so we'll just give that a second, come back to it. Looks like they're done boarding. Let's get that APU fired up. Engine 1 fire test is good to go. And engine 2 fire test. back over to the chat real quick. Let's see. It was 85 in DFW in July. Ooh, that's mild. Armchair Cap said it's raining here in Pennsylvania as well. Johan Jacobs, thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Welcome to the Wrong Side community. Very happy to have you here. Let's see. 2 people streaming this bird today. May not be kind on my wallet. Yeah, I don't know. If it were me, my gut is to kind of just wait on the Phoenix. Haven't been super impressed with this airplane. Well, what'd you say? Oh, I saw a route that you'd sent. Let's see, Las Vegas. Oh, Fort Lauderdale is 2,003 nautical miles under this routing. Oh, okay. So I don't know. When I saw that, I thought you were like replying to somebody else about a route or some shit. That's my bad. Or she saw our shirts and ran the other way. I doubt it. I thought I heard your name, but yeah, I don't think I was actually introduced to you. Yeah, she was probably one of the like 3 females at Expo. We do plan to be there in Minneapolis, friendliest plane watching airport. I was telling Shaq and Callie that there's some damn good. See, and that's why I don't like this airplane. If you hear static, that's this airplane, and not like when I fly the Phoenix, I don't get any static. But for whatever reason, when I fly this airplane, I get static and it drives me nuts. Like right there, and there again. Don't know why it does that. So it's probably gonna be a little bit annoying. Apologies for that. But yeah, some damn good plane spotting in Minneapolis. Several other unpublished but perfectly acceptable spotting areas. Nice. Alright, so APU's up. Run the timer. Let's see. Now that sounds awesome. Volunteer to be with V1 Wrong Side Joint Community Plane Spotting Guide. That'd be dope. Johan, hello Wrong Side and chat, man. Welcome. Again, thank you so much for the subscription and appreciate the support on the channel. Very happy to have you here. Make yourself at home. Kick back, relax. Get you a drink. Alrighty, let's finish this up. Alright, so we finally got our wind data uplink. That took a hot minute compared to Phoenix. Alright, so our block fuel is supposed to be 14.6. Now looking at the McDo, going to hit fuel planning, see what it comes up with. It says 8.6. That number is smaller than what's on the release, which is what you want. So that is perfect. So we'll block out 14.6. We'll come back to. Actually, we're going to go ahead and put in our arrival environmentals. Let's go Miami. Weather. Winds 210 at 5. See, are y'all hearing that static? I'm sure y'all are. That is only the Fslabs that does this. And I'm only flying this airplane and not the Phoenix because of the weather and working weather radar. 2997. Barrow on the approach is cool. Alright, perf's done. Prog page, KM. No, we're going to Daytona if we lose an engine. 25 right. Sweet. Alright. That's done. Let's go payload. It did not load any payload, of course. 149.6. The CG of 34.2. And then fuel is 14.6.
Cabin crew, thank you. Boarding is complete.
There we go. Got that. Payload 34.2. 34.2. Cool. Now with that said, and out the way, go back to the video. Yeah, static as shit. Josh, what's up, man? How bees it? Armchair said, don't know if you caught it, but that CMU and V1 flew is 23 grand. You sure? That sounds awful low. Because their single pilot 320 is like 24. Now, I think the dual was like another 7,000 more. But I'll tell you what, once we get airborne, we'll take a look. Alrighty, so with the weather around, we're going to do a toga takeoff for probable wind shear. Any ice off. Let's go flaps 2. AC off. Winds 180 at 8. 23, 2996. Definitely wet. Mach toast 31.2. Oh, I need to pick a runway. 17 right. Calculates. Alright. And then we'll just uplink it. There we go. 2 down 0.8. No flex. Taking off to the south so we don't have to worry about Orlando Executive to the north. So we can leave all of our thrust reductions and acceleration climb altitudes the same. V1 15, VR 35, and V2 is 40. Alrighty. On the Dandy 3, I believe it's 7,000. It is up to 7. 2996. Alright. It's been 3 minutes. AP bleak comes on. Disconnect the ground power. Now, I don't think that this thing has as much of a... Oh my god, it's terrible. I knew I should have flown the Phoenix. The kind of GSX integration that Phoenix has, but I'm going to try hit that beacon light and see what happens. Probably nothing. We'll have to do it in here. Can y'all hear that static? Mr. Micah Messer, the man himself. What's up, brother? External controls. Disconnect. Disconnect. Yes, sir. Clear to disconnect. Alright, let's run through a quick checklist. I think as built it was around 37,000. I would believe that a little bit more. Congratulations, only 7.5 thousand to go to catch up. Yeah, man. That'll probably never happen, but that's okay. But guys, if y'all are ready for some cranking and banking, turning and burning in this old nasty ass weather here in Orlando, smash that lickety like button. We greatly appreciate you guys. Alright, cockpit prep, maintenance log details on board and checked. Gear pins covers are removed, seatbelt signs are on. ADIRS. Let's see. ADIRS are on nav. Fuel. We need 14.6, and we got 14.6 on board. Altimeter's 299.6 is set. EFB is checked. Quick little departure brief right fast. Alright, so we're going to push back nose to the west, and we need to head on over to 17 right. It's going to be, actually it's back up. It's going to be right seat takeoff, aircraft types 321 for tail strike avoidance, no MELs, no CDLs. Again, pushing back, nose to the west. Take Bravo 6 on Charlie, Juliet over the bridge, down over to 17 right. No hot spots, no runways to cross. Weather is most definitely a factor. Terrain is not. Standard board procedures, below 80 knots. It'll be my decision to reject complete stops at the parking brake, call flight center stations, analyze situation, call for an ECAM actions, or march evacuation checklist as required. We're not on that sim or anything like that, 'cause didn't have any coverage. Above 80 knots in high-speed regime, only on board for engine fire, engine fail, low level wind shear, or anything that makes us feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. At V1, pop an engine. We're going to go flying. Engine fail procedures to fly runway heading, speed up, clean up, and we'll head on over to Daytona, runway 25 right, due to the bad weather here in Orlando. All goes as planned. We're going to fly the Dandy 3 up to 7,000 feet. We're not squawking shit because, again, we're not on VATSIM. And I'm ready for a little before start checklist. So before start, windows, door slides, close in, armed. Beacon is on. Thrust levers, idle. Park and brake is on. Transponder is in auto. Before start checks complete. Alright, I didn't hear what G6 was saying. So we'll try releasing the brakes and see if it pushes. Probably not. Nope, so I'm going to have to tell it what direction to push. I did forget that. External controls. GSX. Continue push back. And alright, brakes release, clear push. Congrats on breaking 2,000 subs. Thank you so much. What did you think of that sim setup you flew with V1? I liked it. I liked it a lot. I just wasn't the biggest fan of the stick, as odd as that sounds. It still felt kind of springy. When I flew the level D sim, it was extremely sensitive. But the one at Expo was like a little more springy and took more input than what I remember. But again, I flew that sim like a while back, so I could be mistaking that. Let's see, we'd have to put it in the garage. Shit, I put it in the middle of the living room just to piss Crystal off. But yeah, Josh, the announcement was just 2,000 subs, and we're going to end up doing a stream 2,000 miles for 2,000 subs. Nope, no static? Okay, good. I'm glad that y'all aren't hearing it. I do.
Oxygen masks.
Calling it now, you will reach 9.5. My the amount that I stream is going to have to increase a ton. I need a lot more consistency to do that. All right, let's rock and roll.
Floor lighting will guide you to an exit.
Waiting for that APU bleed PSI to get over. I believe it's 24, 25 PSI. There it is, and let's roll one. What's the parking brake?
Adjusted.
Brake set, clear off headset, clear disconnect. Be looking for the pin on the left side. We'll see y'all on the next go round.
And we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
Once we get the taxi in, we'll turn on that secondary camera and see all the flight controls and whatnot.
You to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat.
Since it's
over your head.
Raining outside, and ambient air temperature is a little cool. Those engines are nice and cool, and you get these big old leaps cranked up a lot faster than if it was really hot outside.
Inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children.
Alright, and since it is wet and likely to have standing water, which qualifies as a contaminated surface, it's going to be a 2-engine taxi.
We wish you a pleasant flight.
Alright, there's the pin. Flashlight, let her know we got it. I don't know if I even have any wing. Yeah, I do. You just can't see shit because you can't get the camera over far enough. Chase Plane just released an experimental version which includes support for the Tobii eye tracker. Very nice. I don't have one, so it doesn't do much for me, but does a lot for you. So congrats. Congrats. And again, we are running live traffic, so might have some see if we can get us like a little Congo line or something. All right, we got a good start on number 2. So after start flow, let's trim up 0.8. Alright, add start checklist. Anti-ice off. Yellow pump off. Rotor trim 0. Add start checklist is complete. Alright, brake check and pressure 0. Hate how this airplane handles on the ground. You got to turn the tiller like halfway before it even starts to turn. Alright, quick little mini brief. Departing off runway 17 right. On the, what are we on? The Dandy 3. Yep, Dandy 3. Radar vectors to our first fix. No, Cape, then radar vectors to UK. Gross weight's 164.0, flaps config 2, fuel 14.4, V1's 115, V2's 140. We're going to be heading up to 7,000 feet, squawking 2,000. Let's go flight controls, check. I think we can do that fast enough. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Flight controls checks complete. Can't see shit out the window. Hopefully nobody else is coming across that bridge on the other side. I'll give it a little juice, get up over this hill. Really need some chase plane in this thing. But you know, I feel like all the effects that we used to get when this sim first released, I feel like you don't get it anymore. Like there's no like water spraying off the wheels, nothing. I'm here for the F-bombs and the beers, hell yeah. Well, I'm not having a beer right now. Although I do have some in the fridge I could go get. But I do have a... Oh shit, it's got some really uneven... Alright. Supposedly there are more features in this experimental version as well. Okay. How's your schedule nowadays? You still working 4 on 4 off? No, I've been 4 on 3 off. And now I'm... Are y'all still not hearing static, by the way? Because it's getting worse for me. Possibly about to be on the relief line. So our relief guy is going to American Airlines. So I've been working mornings this week. Training with one of my colleagues to kind of learn the morning way of things, because it's vastly different than the night way of doing things. Can't wait for FS Expo next year. Hope everyone will be able to make it, especially if I'm driving 3 hours from Minnesota traffic to be there. Oh shit, you're hearing static? Fuck. Like I said, I knew I should have flown the Phoenix. Alright, before takeoff flow. That flight control pitch disagree, huh? Oh, okay, I see. It's down 0.8. Ah, thank you, McDo. Alright, tax checklist, gross weight comparisons, fleet, pitch trim. Let's see. Where did you go? I lost it. 31.2% CG set, V1, VR, V2 flex. 15, 35, 40, no flex, flaps, config 2, flight controls are checked. ECAM memo, take all green, ECAM status is checked. PWS is on auto, TCAS cuts at TRA, Kmco advised, mini brief is complete. And what's this feller doing? I haven't seen any airplanes like taxiing other than this one guy. Alright, lineup checklist. Because we're just probably going to go through this dude. He's clearly a glitch. Takeoff runway. Runway 17 right's confirmed. Full length inside and outside. Fuel. Men required. 12.1. We got 14.2 on board. Engine mode selector. We're going to go into ignition for the heavy rain. Bleed packs are set. Before takeoff, checklist is complete. So we do have some weather radar showing, so that's always good. Rain's a little lighter, so we'll get rid of that windshield wiper. This is probably a terrible lineup because of how this airplane is with the tiller. Clear on approach, clear down the runway. Gary W., thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Welcome to the Wrong Side community. Super happy to have you here. And you're just in time for a little toga crank and bank. When's the big announcement? So Seth, great to see you, dude. Already made it. It is pinned above. It's nothing that ginormous, but we crossed 2,000 subs. So with that, we're going to do a 2,000 mile flight for 2,000 subs. I wish I was announcing that I was getting like a full 320 cockpit. Alright guys, let's go. Man, Toga SRS runway, auto thrust blue. 8 knots, thrust set. 100. V1. Rotate. Pause the rate. Gear up, nav. Dude, the fucking static is so bad. This is the only airplane that does this. So it should climb altitude, nose and down, look for positive trend on the airspeed. Thrust climb. Flaps 1, speed checks, flaps 1. Flap lever's been a little finicky. And flap 0. Speed checks, flap 0, I have takeoff checklist. There was actual real thunder. I don't know if y'all could hear it through the microphone. Speed alt star. Thousand to go.
Traffic.
I got traffic, my controls.
Traffic.
Alright, alt. And let's go direct UK. God, y'all hear that shit outside? Hope my power. Test. Alright, there we go. Changing all my stuff on me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Let me throw a little Discord message out real quick to let everyone know that we are back live. Man, I couldn't have timed that more perfect. Sure hope my power doesn't go out. Power's out. Some dumb shit, let me tell you. Alright, let's see. Upcoming streams. Alrighty, that is sent. Alright, we're going to just kind of hammer at it real fast. I'm going to rerun my flight plan for a CO now. IE Sharklet with 1 auxiliary tank. Bear with me real quick. 30 minutes, reserve. Alright, generate. Paperwork's good to go. It's got live traffic. We do got live traffic. Alright. So we're just going to hammer at this really fast, and then I'll get to the chat when we're getting ready to push and all that good stuff. So, crew supply, ground control, CBR test. Captain, ADIRS 1, 2, 3. I forgot I got this little panel now. No smoking lights. On emergency exit lights. Get that AC running. Go ahead and start that APU. Hell, it's alright, Atsu AOC menu. Actually, I need to finish setting this up. Flight director's constraints, VORs 2996. We do have VATSIM on now, so we can actually apply some VATSIM. File this. Off block time. Zulu 23:33. So let's call it midnight, I guess, or 23:59. So I have to change the date. BFHJ. RVR 600 to land. Takeoff alternate, KDAB. File. Flight plans filed. Next. AA1642. A321. And then BFHJ. Auto ATC. Awesome. This is their own. Taking off to the south, so it should be Miami Center controlling. Whatever. Okay, so that's filed. Sure they're not going to answer if we do that. Alright, so we'll go fly the nets. Initialize data request. Go to data, IRS monitor, we're aligning. GPS 2825 west 8118. Cross checks data, AC status, database is current. Nets. Of course it doesn't want to. 88L 1642. Cost index 25. 250/-19. 23. I don't like that stupid GSX message. Triple pause 47.2. Flight plan departure off 17 right, Dandy 3, insert, Miami, arrival, 26 left, coastal, Dandy, approach via roads, good. Secondary, copy active secondary, NIT, Kmco, KDAB, secondary flight plan off of 17 right, no SID, secondary Daytona, arrival 25 right, no star, via, no via, secondary perf, next. Daytona's current weather, winds calm. Temperature 27. Damn, that's a lot hotter over there. It's under 1091. And then men's on the approach, 234. In the barrow. Radnav, Hartoon, ORL. Set, wind, uplink, net B, fan zero fuel weights 148.7, standard CG until we get the final. Got our winds, taxi fuel is 1.0, route reserve is 0, reserve fuel 45, then the burn to Fort Myers is 2.7. 500 pounds heavier than the NEO. The fuel planning, and then 16.9 is our block fuel. Cool, that number smaller, 16.9. Throw that in. Perf. Next. In Miami, weather is 250 at 7, gust 16. Winds are also varying from 210 to 280, so that's a good time. 10 miles scattered at 2800 with towering cumulonimbus clouds, scattered 4000, 29, 23, 299 or 8. CBs distant to the north and south, moving east TCUs, northeast and southwest, northwest. Roger that. Alright, so 250 at 07. Temperatures 29. QNH 2998. Minimums are 209 in the Barrow. Sweet. Prog page. KDAB 25 right. It's good. Alright. Up to 7,000. All it looks good. We got 3 minutes. Are they done fueling yet? Yeah, they're done fueling. Seatbelt sign comes on. If you bleed, disconnect ground power. We're just waiting for the passengers. Oh, 185. Cool. So now we're just waiting on bags. And they're just now coming with the bags. Cool. That'll give me time to get caught up in the chats. Message, McDo, Atsu, AOC, received, prelim load sheet. Cool. Alright, let's see. My man Captain Jack, saw that you joined when after the power went out. But yeah, the UPS really should be able to handle it all long enough to shut down properly and protects the PS and computer from surges. Ah, okay. Yeah. First I wasn't sure what we were talking about. Great, I was having deja vu. Halfway through the word power. Oh, is that when it went out? That's fucking funny. Flight Sim Labs lasted long. Fuck that airplane. Coming up from Punta Cana, nice. Might hop on VATSIM. There you go. Here did I miss the announcement? It's pinned, but basically we hit 2,000 subs, so we're gonna be flying a separate stream. It's gonna be 2,000 miles for 2,000 subs. That's what we gonna be doing. Baggage loading. All right, cool. Let's see. Please squawk 2715. Alright, for a flight from Orlando to Miami, this will be an yeah. Hopefully that dude stays on long enough. Ready for some BFUs so we can have some fucking weather radar. If you're flying to from a field with a part-time tower that's currently closed, expect non-towered operations. We control Tampa, not Orlando. Alright, cool. Good to know. I'll be chatting with them as soon as I get to climbing out. We're ground in Lauderdale. Nobody in Miami. Miami. Alright, bag is just about done. Never ever tempt the power gods. That's no joke. You're going to need that ULH A350 for that. Yeah, that'd be a good airplane to fly. I've been kind of wondering or thinking, like, what airplane should I fly for that stream? That'd be a good one. Kenny M, my friend. Hope all's well. Congrats on 2,000 subs. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Jacksonville Center got Orlando in the divorce. So from what I've heard, I got a buddy of mine that works Miami Tracon, or Miami Center rather. He was saying that if you're departing to the north, then you're in Jacksonville Center, and if you're departing to the south, you're in Miami Center. So, alrighty. Just waiting to get our numbers. Then we'll do a quick brief. get out of here. Still see them out there doing their thing. Yes, yes. Yeah, man. Losing power is exactly what would happen whenever I have more people watching than normal. We had like 40-ish people watching, and then bam, power said, "Fuck you." All right, bags are done. At least that's it. Oh my God, we're gonna do that shit again. Waiting on that final load sheet. We'll get out of here. Anybody got some good plans for 4th of July? We're gonna go watch some fireworks somewhere. All right, got the load sheet. Alrighty. Keep forgetting I don't have Chase playing with my multiple views. Alright, so 0 fuel weight is 149.4 with a CG, 0 fuel weight CG of 28.1. Right. Then we'll get our takeoff perf. Seven right, wet, flag from optimal toga, yes for wind shear, any ice all packs on. It's 23,299.4 now. Calculate 2 down 0.0, 3651.51. Nice. Alright. Send to McDo. Looks like it populated. Mac tow is 28.2. Alright, cockpit prep, maintenance log tells, onboard and check, ear pins, covers removed, seatbelt signs are on. 8 ears are in nav. Fuel at the gate we need, 16.9, got 16.9 on board, altimeters 294 is set. And EFB is checked. And then for a quick departure brief again, right seat takeoff, aircraft type is A321 for tail strike avoidance, no MELs, no CDLs. Going to be a 2-engine taxi over to runway 17 right, push back Bravo 6 to Charlie, cross the bridge on Juliet, Golf to Hotel 1. We got no MELs, no CDLs. Weather's definitely a factor. Terrain's not. Center abort procedures, below 80 knots my decision, above 80 knots, only abort for engine fire, below the wind shear. Engine failure, anything that makes us feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. V1. We're going to pop an engine, we're going to fly runway heading, speed up, clean up, engine out, so climb altitude is 1590, and then we'll head on over to Daytona, more than likely. Also going to be trying to dodge weather and shit. Why? I hate this thing. It does this every time. Where are you at? No. EFB charts. And then the next time we do this, it's going to have the charts too small. Fuck it. Don't need the charts. Anyways, all goes plan. We're going to fly the Dandy 3 up to 7,000 feet. And we're squawking 2715. And we'll go ahead and get our departure frequency set at 32.2. That's going to be Miami Center. We'll hit that on the climb out. Alright. Beacon lights going on. Before start checklist, windows, doors, and slides. Closed and armed. Beacon is on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brakes on. Transponder is in auto. Before start checklist is complete. Yes sir, yes sir. We did tell our child. Oh, we did tell our child got hand, foot, and mouth. Now we're grilling tomorrow at home. Day drinking. Hey, there you go. Igor, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. This weekend is learn the Starship and the CRJ. There you go. I don't think I'll ever get that Starship. It's not in my interest boat. Let's see. Let's go with this. Why is it all staying together? I have it unlocked. Not all. Oh well. I'm gonna go nose to the right. Alright, brakes release, clear to push, nose to the right. Now, this is one thing I will say that Phoenix does not, doesn't really simulate, and that's going to be the APU bleed air. As you saw in the Neo, when you switch the engine bus selector to ignition, the valve will open and you kind of have to wait for that APU bleed air pressure to increase over 25. This one is just automatically like there. So be watching here on the bottom end of the eCam and you'll just see. So it's automatically at 28 psi. There's a little fluctuation right there. That was interesting. Alright, we're going to roll number 1. We'll see that valve open. We need chase plane pretty bad. Well, my confirmation. Man, it must like changed all my shit. I had all this stuff turned off. Alright, let's roll number 2. Flash the lights, let them know we got the signal. And good start on number 2. After start flow, engine mode set to normal, arm spoilers reset, rotor trim flaps 2. No trim, because it's 0.0. Get that to on, TA, and then we'll kill the AP. After start checklist, any ice off, yellow pump off, rotor trim 0. After start checklist is complete. Check my audio settings. Audio, that's right. Cool. Okay. I switched over to Miami Center for a second. Didn't hear nothing, so just making sure we're good to go. All right, we're ready. Let's try this again. Hopefully, we don't lose power this time. Alright, brake check, and pressure 0. Orlando traffic, American 1642. Just taxiing out of airside 3 over to runway 17 right via Bravo 6, Charlie, Juliet, Golf, Hotel 1. Orlando. Clear on the left. Hello. Got a little line over there on 1-8. Actually, why are they going that way? A whole line over there. So we do have live traffic on, coupled with that sim. And there goes company. Alrighty, mini brief. Departing off runway 17 right. And we're on the Dandy 3 departure. First fix is Cape. Up to 7,000 feet. Gross weight's 166.0. Fuel 16.6. V1's 136. V2's 151. Flight controls check. Oh, this is a bug. I don't know why it does that. Alright, full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. So that button's not working. And neutral. Flight controls checks completes. Oh man, damn camera. Alright, brake set. Fix this camera real quick. I don't know why it does that. There we go. Brakes released. Sure nobody's coming over that bridge. A big ass crack in the road. Oh shit. I knew there was gonna be traffic coming across. Alright, it's not bad sim, it's live traffic, so cool. It's like a Delta 75 maybe? Or maybe United. What up, man? Bam! Who is excited for Bluebird? I got to look at it a little bit, but I didn't want to like ruin the surprise and the fun for me by kind of digging into it a bit at Expo. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna look at it from afar, and then I'll touch it when it gets to me. That's what she said. Can't get excited about it because I know it's not coming until 2026, 2027. Now is that just like you being, you know, negative, or is that like an announcement that was made? I mean, they did say several months, but I don't know what that means. Like that could be, you know, anytime. Alright, tax checklist, gross weight comparison. Pitch trim is 28.2%, CG set, V1, V2 flex, 36, 51, 51, no flex, flaps config 2. Flight controls checked, Kmco take all green, income status is checked. PWS is on auto, TCAS go to TR, Kmco cruise advised, mini briefs complete. Lineup checklist, runway 17 right confirmed, inside, outside, that's going to be full length. Watch yourself, Delta. And then fuel, min required takeoff fuel is 14.7. And we've got 16.4 on board. Engine mode selector is in ignition. Bleed packs are set. Same with the 220. These guys say they have months left, and I'm like, if you can have it ready to show off and fly the Expo, then it's ready for at least a beta. Now, I will say, last year at Expo, they showed off the fly-by-wire A330, and that motherfucker was nowhere close. Like, it wasn't even remotely enjoyable. Alright, get out of here, JetBlue. Get out of my way. Orlando traffic, American 1642 is going to be lining up runway 18 right, departing on the Dandy 3 to the southeast. Orlando. Alright, he froze. Alright. Lights. Camera. Action. Action. Yeah, JetBlue's just been struggling even since the first takeoff. $185 on the heading. And we'll kill the live traffic now that we're about to be on VATSIM. Especially excited for the 7.5 since I got to sit in the flight deck on the 7.5 after my flight back home. That sucker was big too. It's kind of shocking how big that cockpit is. Alright guys, here we go. Crank up the sounds. And Toga S-Stress runway on Thrust Blue. Hey, knots thrust set. 100. V1. Row titty. Is it right gear up? Now. Looking for positive trend on airspeed. There it is. Thrust climb, climb. And flaps 1, speed checks, flaps 1. And flap 0, speed checks, flap 0, after takeoff checklist. Gears up, flaps tracked, APU is off. Keep the ignition on for this rain. Alright, let's go direct UK. I like it. Insert that. Nav.
Yeah, okay, turn right heading 240, maintain 38, actually maintain 2000 until established, clear for the ILS.
PX, thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate the support, and welcome to the Wrong Side family.
Delta. Delta 1008, maintain 3000.
1,000 to go.
Version 21 kilo, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Speed alt star.
Delta 1660, turn right heading 160, maintain 2000 until established, clear to the ILS, bring 19 right approach. Sorry, 19 left.
Cleared for the ILS 19 left on intercept and turning right heading 160 for Southwest 1660.
Delta 3953, clear direct east side, Delta Sierra, India, Delta Echo.
Clear direct east side. We're just up for the second, I think.
Delta 1602.
Can't get a damn word in.
American 2669, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 360, stay altitude. Taxi American 2609. Climb maintain flight level 350, that'll be the final.
350 over.
Orlando Center, American 1642, just left Orlando. 7,000 feet, direct UK. I can only...
I was on the line coordinating. Who was the last dispatch calling? JetBlue 2201, go ahead.
I was very surprised at how big it was. Figured you would.
Checked in already. Who else was calling?
American 1642, just departed out of Orlando on the Dandy, 7,000 feet, direct UK.
American 1642, Miami Center, low climb and maintain flight level 230, that'll be the final.
230, American 1642. Here we go.
1660, contact Tampa, approach 119.
Thrust climb, open climb.
Contact Tampa, approach 119.9, Southwest 1660.
Delta 1457, contact Tampa, approach 119.9.
Approach on 119.9, go to 1467.
Delta 1008, reduce you to 210. No voice, that was static only.
I was at least glad to see Airsoft 330NEO trailer that it didn't have square wheels. That's funny.
580 Delta cleared to Mike Yankee Alpha Tango Airport, Miami to departure, radar vector to Canaan, Senate style, maintain 2000, expect 1000, 10 minutes after departure, spark frequency 132.2, walk.
Getting that hand flying in. Yeah, I know how I feel confident that if I was a pass on an Airbus, the wrong side's riding shotgun, and something happened, pilots that wrong side could get us. I think we could.
Free back correct, 27 right, call for taxi.
27 right, call for taxi,
Yeah, I think I could. How's the audio, guys? I want to make sure Batsim's not too loud. I'm sounding good, all that good shit.
Delta 2201, approved, report back.
I would definitely feel safe. Oh, ain't y'all just the sweetest. Miami arrival ADS. Let's go autopilot on. Arrival info India. Winds 240 at 5 knots. 10 statute miles, speed 3000. 2999er. Approach is being conducted to parallel converging and intersecting runways. Arrivals expect ILS runway 26 to left, runway 27 and 30. RNAV, GPS, approach 26 right. Notice the airman. Runway 12, glide slopes out of service. Hazards, weather info, Miami. Blah blah blah. Cool. Got the India. And then we need to recruise the airplane.
Okay, you're going sort of 28 left or 28 right?
230. -4 on the temperature.
That's going to runway 28 left. Kilo 4
There we go.
Alright, full short runway 28 left.
Man, look at these clouds. Boy, look at that lighting. Girl, looks good.
Delta 1072 Jack on exposed frequency change approved, good night. 9223 Jack on exposed frequency change approved, up, good night.
If he definitely would get us down safe, he'd probably have the biggest Buffalo Trace old-fashioned known to man afterwards. But he'd absolutely get us down. I think I would. After I got done talking to the FAA. We'll get that back, the ignition, the engine most likely back to normal since we're out of the rain. We'll probably ask ATC for a hold so he can enjoy it. Maybe. I'd be calling the flight attendants like, yo, so we're going to go to a hold and bring me some Buffalo Trace and old fashioned so I can nail this, grease this landing. Alright, let's prep this thing. So we're gonna do a little top hat flow. Put in Kmia 26 left, I believe it was. That's what we're planning for. We're gonna do a 5-mile radius, and then rad nav. Put out Orlando. We'll hard-tune Dolphin, but then we'll also do Lauderdale as well as a secondary. Broad page, okay, my A26 left. Damn it. Then on the perf, we'll update this stuff. So India has 29er. And then the winds, I think, was 240 at 5. Fuel prediction, we got an hour and 25 minutes of whole fuel. Jesus, I didn't plan that much. Secondary, I'm gonna delete secondary, copy the active, and then change. I don't know what would be the next possible runway. Probably 27. I'm going to have to do 30 since that's the biggest deviation. Cool. Alright, we're set there. So ILS push buttons on. Above 18. Standard. Let's get our landing weight. We'll get the seatbelt sign off. Alright, so estimated fuel on board on arrival is 12.3, so we're going to take our current fuel of 13.6 and subtract our estimated fuel on board on arrival is 12.3. 12.3, and then we'll subtract that from the gross weight. So 163.0 minus 1.3, 161.7.
Ready to go, 5 Charlie Zulu.
95 Charlie Zulu, line you center cleared into New Orleans Airport, spawn zone for departure, Dolly transition as filed, maintain 2000. Next flight level 400 in 10 minutes.
Low auto brake, max reverse, manual land. Let's go medium auto brake. Land distance available, 86. Factory land distance, 59.
Goes for then Dolly transition, dash file 2040 handle the departure frequency U 7055 box.
Man, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Son of a bitch. That is nice. Woohoo! Last one. Mach. Mach alt cruise. I could have made 250.
Maintain 3000 until Sabbath, third island, 330 approach.
Defending 310, Tanker Fire, approach runway 30, Omega 359, Bravo.
Alright.
Russia 64, Miami Center, climb maintain side level 410.
So assuming
Again, 1642, descend via the coast of the arrival, landing west, the Miami altimeter is
299er, and we'll descend the coastal 3 arrival for American 1642.
American 359 Bravo.
Alright, so we got the approach via. So bottom altitude 6,000 feet. That is set.
American 1116.
And then we'll cross that top of drop. We'll bring her on down, old son.
American 359 Bravo, maintain 170 knots until bird, runway 30, clear to land.
Anyways, anybody doing anything
359 Bravo,
anything good for 4th of July aside from Zach, who's gonna be daddying it up? Hi, daddy, puppy. Yes, Chris hasn't left the damn gym yet.
American 359 Bravo.
Go ahead, Omega 359, Bravo.
170 knots until bird, runway 30, clear to land.
170 knots on runway 30.
Real Airbus pilot flies Galarkey. Uh-oh.
71008, turn left on Bravo, contact ground 1.4, good night.
Oh, I got one of the Wing guys. I thought maybe they're going to have V1. So Skalarkey just posted a video of their Skalarkey A330. And it's titled, Real Airbus Pilot Flies the Skalarkey. I was hoping that maybe they got V1 flight again, but no. Oh, there she is. Stand by, fellers.
American 1591, turn left heading 030.
030, make on Miami Center 5, Charlie Zulu is ready for taxi.
Number 5, Charlie Zulu, runway 27 right, taxi via Charlie November, altimeter 3000.
3000, Charlie November, 27 right, 5 Charlie Zulu.
Prospect 64, clear direct Kmco. American 2426, Jacksonville, Sun Post, make communication for good night.
Please change the crew for American 2426, have a good night.
American 1591, you're 5 miles from Aldi. Turn left heading 330. Maintain 3000 until established. Clear for the island, 330 approach.
Alright, Chris is on the way home. My man Cap Nate, what's up, brother? How's it going? I don't know why I did that voice, but you know, trying to change it up, man. You know, I say hello to so many people in the chat. Gotta do different voices. But Captain Jack. So earlier when you jumped on, my power went out thanks to the thunderstorm. But we got it back. We're back on. But great to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well.
American 1642, advise when you have information. Let's see, advise when you have information. India, connect the RNAV 26 right.
We do have India, and we'll expect RNAV runway 26 right, American 1642.
American 1591.
Alright, let's change that. RNAV 26 right. Roach. Let's see which one he wants. Alright, sent.
Miami Center is going to be closing in 15 minutes at 0040.
Miami Center for American 1642. Do you want RNAV Yankee or Zulu?
American 1642, to my knowledge, there should only be one RNAV for runway 26 right unless they change that.
Negative, you are correct. I was actually looking at 26 left. I caught that as soon as I got done saying it. But anyways, yeah, GPS 26 right. We'll got it in the box next.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I thought it was great.
Yeah, as soon as I got done saying it, I was like, shit, wrong runway. Alright, 26 right. RNAV. Drop that in. Heading. Insert. And nav. So there we go. Thrust idle, descent, nav. Finally.
American 1591, runway 30, clear to land.
Get the seatbelt sign back on.
American 1116, number 2, runway 30, clear to land.
Getting closer to World Flight, man. Starting to get excited. Yeah, dude, me too. We got to get lesson 5, 6, 7, and 8 out the way. Starting to get tight on time. Me and Shane were talking about that at Expo. But they are probably moving me to the relief line at work, which means I'll be on a 4 on 4 off instead of a 4 on 3 off. So that'll give me an extra day, and hopefully that'll give me more time to fly like an eagle. Gray said, so much for V1s. Yeah. So when I posted the video of us flying, he texted me like right away because I tagged him in it. And you know, I'm thinking like, all right, you came to Expo, all gajillion people met you. I saw somebody like had a YouTube short of me and him flying. So didn't think he'd mind. I tagged him, uploaded the video, and then he texted me and he was like, "Thanks for doxing me, bro." I was like, "What do you mean?" But if I need to change something or take the video down, you know, no problem. Let me know. And he was like, "What did he say?" He said, "It's fine. I guess the mystery has to end at some point." So I told him, I was like, "Dude, that ship fucking sailed when you decided to wear a cowboy hat to Expo and be the only person wearing one." So, but anyways, he was cool with it. But talk about fun, man. We were locked in sync, call outs, SOPs and shit. It was a lot of fun, very seamless. Like, kind of felt like him and I've been flying together forever. Although some of the World Flight SOPs kind of jacked up some of my call outs, because there's some stuff that on the Airbus that you call out that we don't World Flight, like landing or continue, stuff like that. We would say it in the Airbus, but we don't say it in our 7.3. Alright, what's the temp outside? Good. Uh-oh. I have a knob that turns all of the screens at the same time on my PU Air Korea panel, and I think that's what accidentally turned those off. Alright, approach checklist. Briefing is complete. Approach stable by 1000 AGL, so that's going to be 1200 feet. ECAM status is checked. Minimums. Oh yeah, we got to set the. Gotta set the new mins. We have FOS, it's LPV, so 265.
Yeah, American 2669. I'm kind of getting bumped somewhere around here. I'm out of track. Can we get direct to Sam?
Oh goodness.
Stand by 1 second. Station 5 Charlie Zulu, runway 27 right there.
Alright, so Barrow 265 and altimeters 2999er. Approach checklist complete.
American 2669, you said direct nav?
Yeah.
American 2669 said direct nav?
Alright, direct to Sam.
I'll snap. Speed.
American 1958, 97, maintain flight level 250.
See, I assume the full sim is complete and ready for world flight. I believe so, yeah. There's a few things that I don't know if I need to add or need to change, but I think it's pretty much ready. Captain Nate knows more than I do, since he's there and gets to fly it whenever he wants. I wish I could do my training in the full sim instead of on the desktop. So Gray Shirt said, yeah, he was hard to miss. Look for the tall guy with the hat. Yep. Almost just a few, there we go. A few small things to do. And Bill, what's up, man? Been a hot minute since I've said hello to you. How's it going?
Direct Bongo.
Direct Bongo, 5 chart Zulu.
Alright, we got an 80C descend. 65 minutes. And we'll say tail swap. For maintenance. Electrical issues. So for those of y'all that are just joining, we actually took off in the Fslabs 321NEO well before this, and had a really bad thunderstorm over the house. Pretty sure it was severe. And as we were climbing out of Orlando, I said out loud, "Damn, this weather's bad. Sure hope the power doesn't, or sure hope my power stays on," something like that. And as soon as I said power, everything went black. Lost electricity.
030. 030, 80 go.
American 1642 at road, clear for the RNAV 26 right approach.
Clear for the RNAV 26 right approach at roads. American 1642. Sweet. Alright, so from there, we're going to link that up. So let's go 26 right, arrival, approach via roads. Check it out. Should link up. It does.
Retard.
Man.
When are you singing for us again?
Let's see. Heading. Insert.
Hey man, sorry to be a pain here. Back to 2669. Can we get up to 37? We're getting beat up like a paper plane here.
2669, climb maintain flight level 370.
Wow. New nav intercept.
Yeah, man, Center Street 236 with you, joining the show for level 400 south of the Florida waypoint.
Train 3654, Miami, hello, squawk 7127, and be advised I'll be closing in about 5 minutes.
Perfect. Alright, sit nav. Mr. Suave. Changed your name on YouTube, didn't you? When am I singing for y'all again? That is a question that
Affirmative, currently 2 o'clock, 5 miles southbound, 9,000 descending.
that's me he's talking about. I don't know, maybe I bring a guitar to Expo next year and
Currently 2 o'clock.
I'll take over the stage. Yeah, y'all hear this little kid? Like how many miles?
Twitter, Janus caution wait. 8 limit up.
Better sing for us on World Flight. Hey, look, I know Callie Simmer for sure will bring a guitar. She bought one just so that I would play her a song that she wanted me to learn at Expo last year, which we didn't get to. So I'm sure she would bring that.
Air Canada 189 Miami Center, runway 28 right at Bravo 10, clear for takeoff.
Alright, so roads is the initial approach fix. 210 mandatory, 6,000 feet.
44, verify squawk 7127.
We're looking mighty fine.
Oh, I looked at the, okay, so when you checked in, I was looking at a different aircraft, sorry about that. Rear wing 236, squawk 5321.
Guys, are you hearing this? I'm sure y'all will let her know if not. But anyways, Mr. Suave, I'll definitely sing for y'all sometime, or at least for you. But dude, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Too kind of you. Greatly appreciate that. Devin don't have to do that.
Hey Canada 22,
Alt.
Miami, I'll be closing up in just about 2 minutes here, so
Down
advisory.
4,000.
Affirmative, I'm gonna take the ATC, you're gonna 2252.
All constraint and so what Taylor back there wants.
Miami Center, quick question real quick.
Closing shortly, frequency change approved, good night.
Yeah, all right. On approach.
American 1958, frequency change approved, good night.
Hope to bump into yeah, hey man, I hope so too. It's definitely the best part of expos, getting to put faces with names.
42 Miami Center closing shortly, change to advisory frequency of approved Miami CTAP on 118.3, have a good night.
18.3, thanks for the ATC, we'll see you. American 642.
The 8 Lima Delta Miami Center closing short.
Crossing waypoint Terry. Damn Terry! What you doing, Terry? Alright, F glide slope, F float stars. $13 out. Miami traffic. American 1642's on the RNAV 26 right. 13-mile final. Whoever you are, Miami. Look at this approach, man. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Alright, flaps 2, speed checks, flaps 2. What y'all got on the landing rate? Float. See if the never mind. I was gonna turn these lights off, see if these look good on camera, but because we lost the power and internet reset and stuff, it's not detecting them right now. All right, Zach says negative 110. Wishful thinking. 2020 looking good for an old dog. Hey, this is 24. Nate said negative 235. That's probably quite a bit more accurate. All right, 8 miles. Drop her down 170. And we'll ride that to 5. And after that, we'll get configured. Miami traffic, American 1642, 7-mile final, 26 right, Miami. Miami. I'll monitor 22.8 on VHF 2, because y'all know how people be. Alright, 2,000. There's 5 miles. Gear down, manage speed. Oh shit, hit the wrong button. Oh well. Armor spoilers. Laps 3. No. It is jacked up. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin crews advised. Auto thrust speed. Auto brakes medium. Landing all green. Landing checklist complete. A little bit of a crosswind. Always the worst time to try and set up a recording is when we're... Damn, why did that mute?
1,000.
A little high. We're correcting, keeping it at that 1,000. A little to the right, correcting left, keeping it stable.
$500. 400. 100 above. 300. Minimum. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers, reverse green, and decel. Auto brakes off. Miami traffic, American 6042 is vacated runway 26 right. I'm going to be crossing runway 26 left. Miami. Alright, let's clean it up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miami. Cue the Cuban music. We need a spicy and juicy emoji. I agree. I also need that row titty emoji too that we had talked about in the past. Row titty. Just like that, you're doing the motion too. Rotating. Yeah, I'm afraid of how that rotating emoji would look. I'm afraid of how good it'll look. Whoa, what the fuck? Might be some FS24 kind of shit right there. Good God, that's a tree. Alright. That's a first for me. Yeah, we ain't parking there, old son. I tell you what, fuck it, we will. D55. Alright, brake set. Beacons off. Alright, let's see. What was that landing rate? Who's gonna get it? -159. 159. So I do believe Senor Zach was probably the closest. Who said gray shirt said 420? Get out of here. Josh says beer negative beer 30. If I had beer, it probably would have been. But Kmco 69. Are you Gavin by chance? Time Tube says nice landings. Greetings from Madrid. That's a long way away. I've been following you for quite some time, and I want to take the opportunity to congratulate you on the great setup. Well, Time Tube, thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciate that. I do thoroughly enjoy it. I think it's a perfect hybrid to be able to have good fidelity of, you know, good hardware, but also swap it out and be able to fly other airplanes like the 7.3. I've got some good stuff for the 7.3. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I take a fair amount of pride in my setup, but even more so, thank you for following for such a long time, and very happy to have you as part of the wrong side community. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, come on. Now I know. Alright. So we didn't fly on any virtual airlines. So we don't have anything to shut down other than we'll stop the recording and then go back and play it. Disconnect from VATSIM. Close that out. Dismiss that. Reset position. Let's go panel states, ready, and activate. I ain't request nothing, girl. Shut your mouth. Like the engines are hung at 62%. There he goes. Okay. Ground services. Close, close, close. Alright. Load. This is that time when I wish I really had chase plane.
Too low. Terrain.
Get rid of my ugly mug. That's annoying.
$500.
Yeah, it's like doing weird stuff with the throttle, so just ignore that. Not bad though, I'll take it. Shucks. tongue in his right side without pressing A, because that's what pauses it. Look at that backdrop. And Travis Charles, safe travels, have a great flight, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Gab Shark, hey y'all, just got sick after I got back from Expo. Starting to feel better now. Finished the flight for VAA, Phoenix to Dallas. Hell yeah. Well, glad you're feeling better. And glad you're getting some flying in. Oh yeah, man, I'll take that. Let's get a little bit of that action. So Shark, wasn't Rex at the like boarded up or whatever you call those things? And when do you get them back? Or is yours the collie? Can't remember. I'm about to remember myself though. Let's see. Oh yeah, so no, never mind. Yours is the collie. I was having like two conversations about dogs at the same time. But yeah, man, I bet that is a pain that I will soon be finding out for myself. And we still have times for us with Crystal's dog when we come home and she's not there. And it kind of fucks us up. Sexy ass airplane. Alright guys, we'll finish it off on this one. Well, everyone, greatly appreciate every single one of you came to watch today, and not just that, but also being a subscriber. If you are a subscriber and being part of the community, 2,000 is a pretty big milestone, especially with the how little I get to stream compared to how much I got to stream back when I first started the channel. Things definitely have slowed down since not being able to stream as much, but thanks to V1 and his likeness being on the video that we shot whenever we flew the full cockpit setup, we are now at 2,000. So I gotta thank him. He's an awesome dude, awesome teacher. I learned so much from watching his streams, and my content wouldn't be as good, my knowledge wouldn't be as deep if it wasn't for him. So huge shout out to V1 and for letting me upload that video of him and I flying the full 330 cockpit. But also guys, again, I can't thank y'all enough for being part of the channel, and be looking forward to the 2,000 miles for 2,000 subscriber stream. Not sure what the city fair is going to be, not sure what the airplane is going to be yet, but we'll make it fun. We'll have some drinks, and it's gonna be a good time. Y'all know how we do it on the Wrong Side channel. So thank you guys, can't say it enough. I'm hoping that if I can get back to streaming a little bit more, we'll bring back all the different tier memberships. I know that was something that a lot of you enjoyed, and you know, kind of get the channel back to that faster pace of streaming. So So we got us another one. DJ Thomas, thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the Wrong Side channel. Very happy to have you with us. And guys, that's going to be a wrap on this one. Hope y'all have a great night. Happy 4th of July. And hope you have a good time. Be safe, whatever y'all do. Don't blow your fucking hands off with some fireworks. Whatever you do, have fun. Keep it safe. As always, be good or be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace